This is a short chapter, but let me begin with a quote. Quote, "Financially speaking, tithing created the priesthood by enabling it to exist. In turn, the priesthood received, enacted, controlled, and enforced other ordinances such as circumcision, holy days, food laws, and every other distinctly Hebrew custom." End quote. This chapter speaks of tithing as one of the main ordinances of the law. Dr. Kelly argues that for the sake of unity between the Jews and the Gentiles, they were done away with in Christ, and the result would break down the barriers contained in the law of Moses. However, in the new covenant, there are some things completely new and some things that were carried over. In the old covenant, there was the Passover, but most scholars believe the Lord's Supper is an ordinance for the church today. In the Old Testament, there was various washings. Yet in the New Testament, there's the doctrine of baptisms. Since Abram paid the tithe, the first tithe, his descendants, the sons of Levi, according to the book of Hebrews, paid tithe to a very special priest, which we will talk more about in Hebrews chapter 7. Jesus would pattern himself after that priest, and the tithe that Abram gave was a confirmation of not only the superiority of that priesthood, but the sowing into of that priesthood. Of course, Gentiles could not tithe under the Old Covenant, since none of them received the piece of Holy Land, and their tithe would not be received at the temple, according to Dr. Kelly. Yet I believe that not only were the walls broken down between the Jews and Gentiles, but also in the way the tithe would no longer be limited to one tribe, but for the gospel in general.